budgeting and planning is more important now than ever. If you don't have a budget yet, now is the time. Create a living document.
Please all welcome Mr. Armand Bengco.
Everyone attending this via Zoom, and those watching via YouTube or Facebook via the Facebook pages of Industry Philippines. So like to first thank Industry for giving us opportunity to share our can I be heard?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Armand.
Yes. Okay. So the COVID-19 being a pandemic has definitely changed the global landscape. It has shaken the globe, no? Affecting our environment, health, personal finances, the economy, and more so businesses. Regardless of the industry you are in, you will have to adapt your current business operations to keep up with today's environment. Iba itong pandemic na ito. Unlike previous crises and a traditional usual crisis response, malamang hindi na uubra. The reality of the situation is failing to properly prepare during this time can have catastrophic effects on one's business future. It is important to adapt, adjust, or modify to the changes both tactfully and strategically. This is what the presentation intends to do, no? Somehow help you navigate these uncharted waters. Even if we are more than a year to the pandemic and its effects, still, the anxiety, the worry, pangangamba, lalo na sa ating negosyo, is still very prevalent and still within us. I only have 30 minutes that includes question and answer. So I will cut to the chase and go directly to what I want to share, or probably just give a strong reminder of. First reminder is a reality check. We should have the right mindset. And the first step in getting that right mindset is tanggapin. It's not the end of the world yet. Hindi pa katapusan ng mundo. Isang taon na tayo na nabuhay sa pandemya. This is a time to transform negativity and uncertainty into opportunities for learning and growth. Kaya thank you for this invitation and this opportunity to share whatever learning, experience, know-how that we may have that may be of help to you attending now. Kayo, meron ba kayong natutunan sa pandemyang ito? Natutunan na you had something you decided and acted on, something that you stopped, started, or continued because of the pandemic na bumagsak sa atin, ramdam natin noong March 2020. Still, choose to have a position of gratitude that will spell a lot of difference. The good, the bad, the ugly, lahat to tanggapin natin, alamin natin, namnamin natin. An attitude of gratitude will change the outlook, even the current feeling of the situation, differently and probably even better. There are the next reality check that we have to do is to really genuinely assess and ask ourselves, how bad is the situation? Paano kayo naapektuhan talaga? There can be three scenarios: survival, restructure, and strengthen. Survival scenario kayo, yun yung pakiramdam nyo, you may not make it. The business, mukhang delikado. Restructure, mukhang kakayanin nyo naman, you can make it, but you have to make drastic, major decisions that will have bring changes to your business. Kung you are in a scenario of strength or stable lang, you are okay, you may want to use this time to really get into some learning and enhancing activities for your business, lalo na when everyone else gets into a normalcy mode. Pag alam nyo na your real situation on these three scenarios, you can figure out your moves, your financial projections to stress test your revenue model, talking about your finances. Best case, ano ang posible na immediate na papasok in the next 3 months? Mid case, in the next 6 months. Ano ang expected na perang pwedeng pumasok and expected na gastusin? Worst case, wala bang papasok in the next 6 to 12 months? And how will you address this? You got to have a genuine assessment of your scenario and your projections. Second of 5 points to consider, the importance of data gathering for your scenario planning. Before you start making major decisions, get the data you need. Make sure to have the correct, valid, and timely data. Madalas ang mga business owner react based on their gut, hunch, intuition, or instinct. Nothing wrong with that. But when we make major decisions, simply do not make one, lalo na at times of crisis, because it feels right, mukhang yun ang tamang gawin, magtanggal tayo ng tao, for example. We might make detrimental decisions that we can pull out ourselves out of kapag nakapag-decide na tayo. This is the worst thing you can do in times of crisis, lalo na crisis of this kind. Isa sa unang dapat tingnan as far as gathering your data, look for and find out your break-even cost. This will help you calculate how different scenarios might play out for you financially and how much you have to dip into your reserves, kung meron pa reserves na natitira 1 year into the pandemic. Gaano pa kayo tatagal kung wala pang normalcy in the next 3 to 6 months? Marami nagsasabi, if magkaroon ng herd immunity by end 2021, December 2021, give 12 to 18 months after herd immunity, at malayo pa ang Pilipinas ngayon doon, I think less than 2 million pa lang ang vaccines na darating at magagamit. So malayo pa sa 70% of the target herd immunity population. So gaano pa kayo tatagal? Dapat right now, alam natin ang totoong sagot doon, not a sugar-coated answer, not an info that will just make us comfortable, but what is the real, true, genuine situation. Kaya identify your break-even point. After knowing your break-even point, review your budget. Budgeting and planning is more important now than ever. If you don't have a budget yet, now is the time. Create a living document. Ano yung sabihin ng living document? Something that you regularly review, assess, discuss with your people, and make sure it's kept up to date for this current situation, and if need be, keep adjusting that budget. Next reminder is cash is king. Be wary, be vigilant with your cash flow management. Lalo na if you are in survival mode, cash flow is the life raft to keep your business afloat. Sa isang opisina na aking pinapamahalaan, daily cash flow report ang aking hinihingi. Ang kailangan ko makita. Your cash flow forecast needs to be reviewed and updated so you're better prepared for the future. And future now not necessarily mean a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Survival mode. Your forecast for next week, next month, next quarter. The difference between the companies that survive a crisis like this and those that don't, they focus on cash flow. Proper management of your cash flow can make or break your business, especially during these challenging times. Without a real sense of your cash flow, you cannot move forward. Not even a week, not even a month. So start with your cash flow forecast, your projected sources and uses of cash. Alalahanin nyo yung mga nakita nyo o yung mga ginagawa nyo na mga best practices. You'll be able to navigate the road ahead and recover more quickly kapag maayos ang pag-manage ng ating cash flow. Ang susi sa pag-manage ng cash flow is predictability. Money coming in and money coming out. Predictability is key. Hindi pwedeng sana merong perang pumasok tapos alam natin yung maraming pagkakataon na labas ng pera. Predictability, both money in and money out. If ever possible, have a revenue-based load. Anong sabihin ng revenue-based load? Yung, yes, may crisis, pero kahit pa paano meron pa rin perang regular na papasok. It may not be enough to meet your profit targets, but at least, remember kanina, break-even point. Yung break-even nyo, ma-cover nyo ng base load nyo. Last but not the least, very important, adjust your books. What do I mean by adjusting your books? Consider adding an expense item simply called COVID-19 and capturing all information directly related to COVID-19. This may include any and all related expenses, materials, supplies. For example, disinfecting sa opisina namin, sa barberya namin. Capex for your temperature taking, your alcohol dispensers, your separators and dividers sa office. Sa amin nga pati face mask and face shield initially were provided by the company. Ginastusan. Pati nga stocking up on ivermectin and Linhua just in case. Of course, these are things that we planned, we spent, and hope not to use. From PCR testing to the vaccines, COVID-19 related expenses, lahat yan. Calculate also the extra time employees are spending at COVID-19 related meetings, whether it's for safety or strategy session making or strategic planning sessions. Lahat ng may COVID-19 related expenses na hindi nyo ginagastosan prior to March 2020 DC during COVID. More importantly, if the government offers relief, March to May last year, I can remember it vividly, namigay pa ang SSS ng 8,000 pesos for every employee. Basta yung employer properly registered, maayos ang documentation. Sa aming negosyo, yung mga barbero, I have a barbershop, chain of barbershops, 44 employees. 44. So at the time of the initial strict quarantines and lockdowns, 8,000 times 44 employees from SSS. That's more than 350,000 pesos. That would have it would have come from our treasury sa negosyo. Dapat yun nanggaling sa bulsa ng may-ari ng negosyo. Natipid yan kahit paano. So, your data should be available and as organized as possible. Okay? Pero ngayon, hindi na yata nagbibigay ng ayuda. Sa Singapore, I learned ang ayuda sa Singapore sa mga entrepreneurs, sa mga negosyante, para kahit paano tuloy-tuloy nasa-subsidize yung pasweldo. I hope the government, Philippine government can adopt the same.